is what's happening this Sunday, the 23rd of February at the Sound Forge. Welcome to Freetown with a special theme that we're going to learn a little bit more about this morning. Joining us in studio is Mohammed Muakil, co-founder and member of the Freetown Collective and lead singer, songwriter and guitarist, along with Lou Lyons, co-founder and member of Freetown Collective, musician and producer. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you all on set. I mean, there are so many questions to us. We don't have that much time. But let's get right into it. I think one of the main things that's really jumped out about this year is the theme. The theme is Jab. What led to the decision to choose Jab as the theme for this?
But 2 years ago, we had a personality quiz based on traditional carnival characters.
Yes.
Of course, if we are going to put it out there to our residents, we, the band members, have to take them first. So last year was mine, Sailor. The year before that was Muhammad Peregrinad. So this year is themed after Melini Joseph, and her character is Jab Jab, better known as Rope Jab.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, I remember the quiz, of course, and the fact that you would have, as you mentioned, everybody would have taken it. Does the particular team member or band member rather have a say in how things progress with the creation of Welcome to Freetown?
Yeah, they're part and parcel of the creative direction process, which is interesting because, you know, a lot of times as I have creative directed by myself, so including somebody else in the process and really making it as inclusive as possible has been an interesting thing. So, yeah, but they do have a part in it.
I want to jump a little away from this for a second and just go to you specifically, because something that you would have said recently was that it's the artist's job to create balance. And you have your hands in literally everything. So how do you, in your own way, find a way to create that balance, especially when there is none in society?
No, there's no balance, you know.
There's no balance.
I don't mean like, I think a lot of people envision it like, you know, balance is like you're always in the center.
Yeah.
The idea is that if you find yourself drifting too far to one direction, to try your best to shift back to the other direction, right? And sometimes it's very, very difficult to do. Sometimes it's damn near impossible to do, you know, because as a human being, you're constantly having new experiences and constantly ending up in new spaces, especially as artists if you're growing and ending up in different places. So balance is difficult. How do I find balance?
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to reflect on where I am. I try to listen to those around me. And I do my best to move from where I am if I need to, and to stay where I am if I need to.
Do you put the intention into music sometimes to bring that balance to others as well, especially in society?
I think for both Lou and I, the intention for that balance has always existed as people who love justice and who love our culture. So the intention is already embedded in us. So when the things come out, they come out in a way, I think, where we are already feeling what's going on in the world. We sense the imbalance. And so in creation, naturally, we strive to seek that balance.
Now, one of the things also we know you're striving to do is keep the cultural celebration alive, but also merge it with sustainability, part of your relationship with the British Council as well. How did that come about, and how are you actioning that moving forward?
So for those who may not know, our manager, Dr. Karen Niles, he specializes in that area. And one of his requests when we onboarded him to be our manager was that if we were to be creative entrepreneurs, we had to do it sustainably. So it isn't a new initiative. Freetown Collective, from its inception, have been abiding by, as much as we can, and practically, principles of sustainability and circularity. But the drive is really to re-envision a way of having events and festivals in the Caribbean that can minimize waste, but also instill in our patrons the idea of multiple uses of resources that we use.
Have you seen your patrons take that and live it since becoming a part of the collective, your family? Yes,
some more than others. It's a difficult concept to wrap our minds around, especially coming from a very academic point of view. I think the challenge we face is getting people to understand that embedded in our cultural practices, we already circular people. The invention of the pan is recycling. So once we start looking at it like that, it becomes more an internal recognition that as a people, we find ways to recycle, and just to lean into that.
All right, and if you want to lean into Welcome to Freetown that's happening this weekend, you can give us a call at 622-4010. So let's get into the event, because there is so much to unpack from this, but one of the first things is, of course, who is performing?
On the cast, we have College Boy Jesse, Preety, Mikal Teja, Coutin, and of course the iconic David Rudder.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I thought that might have been a surprise guest, but I guess that's not a
No,
surprise
the surprise was out a while ago. The surprise was out a while ago, you know. And we really, really honored, you know. I remember when David Rudder called us to be on a show of his many years ago, you know, and we were really blown away by that. We had a moment where we were in the dressing room and we were warming up, and he started singing from the other side of the room. We didn't know he was across the blinds, you know, and it was just an amazing moment for us where it's like, wow, David Rudder is right across on the other side. And now to have a moment where he is on our show, that's full circle and really beautiful for us.
It definitely is beautiful. If you want to be a part of a beautiful experience, 622-4010. A relatively easy question, I would say, to say the least.
I just gave you the answers.
Yeah,
If you were listening.
Well, good morning, Faizabad. How are you this morning? Faizabad?
Yes, hello, morning.
Good morning, Faizabad. How are you?
I am fine.
Are you ready to win? I know you're ready to win.
I will try.
You'll try. Okay, no problem.
Faisabad, good morning.
Nah, man. Good morning, sir.
How many? I understand. How many road march winners are on the cast of Welcome to Freetown this year?
One, David Rudder.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to think it through one more time. Think
David
carefully.
Rudder and College of Jesse. Two.
Oh, Lord.
No, sorry, Faisabad.
Sorry,
I apologize. I apologize.
Faizabad, this is a moment in history.
Probably need a little bit more sleep, that's all.
Faisabad, man, nah, man, for the good morning.
Listen.
I say good morning, he say nah,
No, man. I know.
That wasn't a good morning.
Look, he already knew he was feeling it. 622-4010, give us a call and you could win some tickets. Let's talk about, I mean, I know how important your fans are to you. It's a part of your family. It's, of course, the way that you've been able to also, you know, sustain throughout the years. And we love the message that you put out to the society, not just here in Trinidad and Tobago, but on a global scale. Have you felt your impact outside as well with the tours that you've done and some of the incredible international performances
Almost
also?
definitely. It has been humbling for us and the entire band to especially connect with the Caribbean diaspora in the United Kingdom, in London, to have sold out events where people sing the songs, but also after the performance come and tell you how much of a big impact the music has had on them in retaining their sanity.
Yeah.
You know, especially in cold weather out there. So it's definitely been full circle moments.
What about the collaboration from sponsors? Do you have that investment from sponsors coming in? And is it something you've seen grow over the years?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It has definitely grown over the years because I remember the first, when we had to do our album launch, and I distinctly remember the moment Rokas and I sitting in my living room there chatting to plan this event, and just like, how much money we have. Luckily, from the event we had done before, he had forgotten some money in a little envelope. It wasn't very much. And he took us, hey, look, we had this here. We had no sponsors at that time, and the bill was pretty high, and we had to really kind of bet on ourselves and go, okay, we're going to make this money back at least, break even. And it was like that, I would say, for the first Welcome to Freetown for sure, and for the album launch, and for the 2 shows before that. But then after that, sponsors have slowly come on board, and we are very, very grateful for that.
Is it important that your sponsors align with the values of the collective itself?
Yeah,
like, how do you sift through? Because I'm sure by now you will have people coming and being like, hey, we want to be a part of this. How do you sift through that, Lou?
I mean, first of all, you have to have your own core values, and we do. And it helps for us to remind ourselves what those core values are. And to find not just companies as a concept, but people in those companies who step forward and say that, okay, we resonate with these values that you all have. And I guess the most important thing for us is there's no immediate no. We take every conversation, and from that conversation we can suss whether or not this is our best fit for us or if we have to keep trying.
Some wise words and things that you can also apply to your life as well. You can give us a call, 622-4010. Welcome to Freetown is happening Sunday the 23rd at Sound Forge. Let's get into the details of the show. What time is it starting? Walk us through what we're going to experience. Aside from new performances, we'll start with you.
Show starts, the gates open at 6 and the show starts at 7. We start promptly at 7.
Amen.
I just want everybody to note that This is not some other, like, you know, we have Trini time. No, we have our stage manager, Tanya Evans. At 7, we are starting. Probably latest 7:15, depending, but 7 o'clock. And a lot of people have been have had rude awakenings when it comes to that, right? They think they're going to stroll in the event at 9 o'clock. But no, we will be starting on time for the most part.
Yeah. I hate to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but we have Gasparillo on the line. Who's ready to go. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Morning.
Good morning. You ready to win?
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning, Gasparillo.
Yes, good morning.
I think you have a better good morning, apparently. We have a question for you. The question is, how many road march winners are on the cast of Welcome to Freetown this year?
2.
Can you name them?
You all and David Roller.
I wish I was a road march winner.
Calling things manifesting.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
I think that's right.
Manifesting it.
That is right. Thank you very much, Gasparillo.
Can you give the correct answer, please?
The correct answer is Mikalteja and David Rudder. However, you will be receiving your 2 tickets.
Congratulations.
Because it seems you wish us very well, and we really appreciate your energy.
Greatly received, Gasparillo. Stay on the line, and we'll take your information off the air. And congratulations. You're going to Welcome to Freetown 2025.
See, flattery will get you everywhere.
Listen, life lessons this morning. Have conversations and listen to everybody. No immediate no's and flattery. All right. So now for those who didn't win tickets, where can we get tickets?
Tickets are available on Island e-tickets as well as Häagen-Dazs outlets.
Okay. Yeah. And you said starts promptly. Trini time is not applicable in this situation.
Yeah. Also, we have limited seating. So if you know that you require seating, get there early. And we have limited seating.
I'm interested, if I may ask, I know obviously you're not going to give everything away, right? But how are you incorporating JAB into this event?
Okay, so in preparation for all of our Welcome to Freetown concerts that are themed after traditional characters, we need to do research.
Of course. And
one of the points that came out of doing research on the Jab character is duality is important to them. So the broad theme is Jab, but the attitude of this year is do good and get on bad, because that is an aspiration of Freetown. I know we're known for doing good all the time, but we're just getting bad too. But also it is what we Trinis and Trinbagonians are known for. We could party hard, but we just work hard too. Yeah. And it's okay for the world to know that.
It's beautiful to see that narrative being expressed specifically on national and international television, because there is still, of course, that connotation that Trinis, we do like to work, and we do work hard.
Yeah, we work hard.
We work hard.
Yeah. And gentlemen, we appreciate the fact that you've worked hard. Unfortunately, we ran out of time, but thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
And looking forward to seeing some more great things coming out from Freetown Collective.
Thank you.
This is the Now Morning Show. Stay tuned. There's more coming up right after this break.